Okay, students, we are going to try to look with our eyes at the lines and the shapes that we notice in Jacob Lawrence's painting or panel. And this is about a female worker. It could be anybody's grandmother, mother, auntie who migrated from south after slavery to come north to places like Chicago, Detroit, New York, St. Louis for opportunities. And this was a symbol of saying that the female workers were the last one to relocate, to move up north. So we're going to start with what's in the hand. And we see that that is a broomstick. You could use a ruler, or if you have a steady hand, a double stick, because that's really the focal point. That's really drawing our attention. Then we see a flat triangle, pretty much. Almost look like a bell. Okay, a bell. And then we're going to extend that stick low. Okay? All right? And then at that bottom of the bell, we're going to extend it out. So pretty much the paper or the palette has a dividing line with this. It's called this is the broom. Okay? And then we're going to look on top of the broom. And we see shapes. So we see a large square in the corner, right? I'm going to bring that down all the way. And then we see a large square. We're going to connect this square to the bottom. And we're going to go and we're going to stop at that triangle. And we're going to see that that's going to later on be her hair. Her arm. And then we see another rectangle in the corner that looks like a tapestry or rug. We just could put wiggly things on that. And then we see another giant. This is the giant square. Okay. All right. So we see that we have the basic shapes, and then we have a small rectangle coming from there. All you're doing is just following the large shapes. And then there's even another square behind her. Okay, we're making sure that we are not passing the lines because it looks like everything is behind the woman. Okay, so now we have the basic shapes. At least the top half. And then the bottom half, we'll see. We're going to lower that. We're going to see the bottom half have a lot of waves, right? Curly. And all we're doing is just following our eye with what we see, the waves. We're not making any assumptions like, oh, I know how to make wavy lines. And no, we're just following what we see. Right? Some look like fish, some like, okay? Now, we're going to go back to the top. So from this triangle figure, we're going to put lines here, curve up, okay? And then line here, right? We're not going to name it an arm. We're not going to name it because a lot of times then our brain would say like, oh, I know how to draw an arm. We're just drawing shapes. And we see there's a pointy figure. Okay. Then we're going to put like a bell here, triangle. Okay, and then we're going to fix that. We're going to fix this. But at least it's beginning to look like something that we're familiar with. So what I want you to practice is looking at the shapes. Don't make any assumptions. And then later on, you'll be able to fix. But I want you to concentrate on the rectangles, the squares, the funny shapes. This is like a rectangle that's kind of curvy. The giant triangle, that's the dress, but we don't want to name it that. And then later on, you put in the wavy lines, okay? And then before you know it, you're going to have a lady who looks like she's mopping the floor and cleaning, okay? That's the first Jacob Lawrence picture. Make sure you have blank paper, use a pencil, have fun. What you're doing, we are training our eyes to follow the outside lines and shapes. It does not matter if you're an artist, if you draw, sketch, no. We are all creative. Have a wonderful time practicing, being patient, and training your eyes. Have a good one.